everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy Tuesday. I don't usually post on Tuesdays, but if you saw my community post from yesterday, I did not have a chance to film a video to post on Monday because we got home late from camp on Sunday and there was just other stuff that needed to be done. So unfortunately I wasn't able to film, but I did want to make sure that I was able to get a whip and chat up this week. So I just decided to push it a day. So yay for that. Happy Tuesday. Today I'll be working on, what is this called? Autumn Stroll, I think. Yes. This is Autumn Stroll. This is by Hannah Lynn. This is from when she was with diamondartclub. I have seen that this image is available from Art and Soul. I kept saying Heart and Soul diamond painting or whatever in the last video I did with this one, but it's Art and Soul. This is a round kit. It's a 50.7 by 70.6 centimeter. I started this one on the 11th of September and I'm in my third section, or my third row, sorry. I'm over halfway, so that's very nice. I'm making some really good progress on this one. My tray is from Bijou Bliss. It's one of their two-tone, this is their standard size, I think. This was one of the first trays that I ordered from them, and I thought it was perfect with the orange. So that's my tray. My pen is one of my absolute favorites from my collection. This one is from Jim's Handmade Pen Shop. It is a hybrid, and there's a bunch of maple leaf glitters in there. I always have to pull this one out every fall. I think it's just such a pretty pen. My cover minder, I think, is from Galloway's Gallery, if I'm not mistaken. It doesn't necessarily go perfectly with the kit, but it gives the vibes. So we have that. And then for putty, I'm using Fall Farmhouse from Randa's Crafty Corner. This was one of the first putties that I got from Randa's Crafty Corner, and it still works really well. So, and it still smells really good. That's one of my favorite scented putties that I have in my collection. So let's go ahead and get started. Sorry if I sound a little stuffy. I was not feeling the best when we got home from camp yesterday, which is one of the reasons why I didn't film. I ended up finishing, I think I did one section. I wanted to finish this, the row before this one that I'm on now. And so I did that, and then I went out and sat on the couch and we watched some football. So let's see here. Trying to think. I know that I think I did a kitten chat last week where we kitted this diamond painting up. So I'm trying to think of like where I left off, what I need to catch you guys up on. Last week at work was another, it was another crappy week, but that was to be expected. I did not stay late at all, which was very nice. I don't necessarily mind staying late, but the first couple of weeks of school are just so draining that I had been staying late almost every day for like 2.5 weeks at that point. So I just kind of told myself on like last Monday, I was like, okay, you get done what you get done. If you don't, it'll be there when you get in the next day. So that's kind of the mindset that I had. And it definitely helped me out a little bit with kind of getting through the week without being super drained. But Steven had a very tough week at work. There had been, so my boyfriend, Steven, he's been on the channel a few times. He also works for a local school district. We don't work for the same one, but he works for a local school district, and there had been a threat called into the school. I don't want to like say the thing because like my channel could get flagged if I use certain words. So a threat was called in on, I think it started on Tuesday. there was a threat called in Tuesday night, it must have been, and they told everybody on Wednesday. So it was just kind of like, you know, heads up, we got this in, we don't think it's anything. So they ended up, Steven got home from work, like everything was okay. And then he got home from work and he got an alert on his phone that another threat had been made to the students that were outside for like after school activities. And there was like this big evacuation thing and everybody was brought inside. It was like the students for the school he works for and then other sports teams from other local schools, and it was kind of like a whole thing. They had to do like a full like coordinated move the kids to like certain safe spots within the district, or I guess like within the grounds of the school, I should say. He was already home when that happened, so you know, that was kind of a relief. But still, when something like that pops up in your neighborhood, you're like, oh my gosh. And then that night, there was another threat called in. So they ended up calling in the local police, and like everybody was patrolling and increased security. And Steven ended up having a meeting that his department wasn't allowed to like use side doors. And he obviously, as an HVAC person, needs to be up on the roof. He wasn't allowed to go up on the roof. He hasn't been able to work up there. So that was a lot. It's stressful, you know, when you send your loved one into a situation where you know it could be a thing, but it wasn't really something that he could just not go to work because of, as much as I wish he would have done that. So he got home. That must have been Thursday. No, maybe that was Wednesday. And then there were like 2 more threats called in. So then it was even more. So like they're still dealing with it. There ended up being like a full press conference on Friday, and they still haven't figured out who it is and what's going on. And it's just increased security. There's no sporting events or anything going on. So it's just like, obviously he's the one going through it, but just the thought of like knowing that he's going through that is stressful. So he had a really, really tough week. So we were happy to get away and head out to camp for the weekend. It was just a regular weekend. So we left Friday night and we got up there pretty late on Friday. And then we left on Sunday afternoon. So, but it actually ended up being really, really nice out. I wasn't feeling the best, so I didn't go out on the boat or anything, but Steven was out on the jet ski during the day, and then him and his parents and a couple of their neighbors took a sunset ride. So, sorry, I just had to take a drink. So I was happy that he was able to kind of decompress. That is definitely the nice thing about having his parents having camp, is like when we're overwhelmed or when we just need to get away, we literally can just get in the car and drive an hour and a half north and you're kind of just in a completely new area and things are just so different up there. So we're very fortunate with that, and I'm glad that he was able to decompress and not have to think about, you know, what happens if something unsafe is going on around him, which he is back at work. I am filming this on Monday. He's back at work, and it's still, I haven't gotten any updates from him in terms of like, have they figured out who it is, but it's still like increased police presence and all that stuff. So stressful, but I feel like the local authorities have been taking it seriously. So that is much appreciated. This is not a political channel, so I'm not going to I'm not going to field any like political beliefs on anything like that. It's more so just like, this is what happened in my life. It's been stressful, but we're getting through it. Like I mentioned, I didn't feel very good on Saturday, and then I did not feel good yesterday on Sunday, but I get really motion sick, like I talk about a lot. So I just figured like, okay, it kind of linked up with when we were in the car, and I was like, maybe my motion sickness is just kind of off the chart today. I didn't take any medication. I just wore my motion sickness bands because there was stuff I wanted to do when I get home. And if I take the medication, I get really tired. So I was like, it must just be my motion sickness, whatever. So came home, did a few things. And then, like I said, I just wanted to veg out. So that's what I did. And then it was about time for me to go to bed. And I was like, I do not feel good, like, at all. I usually go to bed at like 9 p.m. I will get in bed about 9, and then I'll either read or I'll scroll on my phone. I know I shouldn't do that, but I do it anyway. I'll scroll on my phone. But normally about 9:30, 9:45, I'm like, okay, phone down. We're going to bed. Do I always fall asleep at that time? No. But it was like 11, I want to say it was like 11:30, maybe 11:45. And Steven came in and he's like, you're still awake? And I was like, yeah, I do not feel good at all. So that sucked. I was, of course, he can hop in bed and he just like conks out and starts snoring. But it was after, I want to say it was after like 12:30 that I fell asleep. And then I woke up at 4 a.m. and I was like, I still don't feel good. But I did end up going into work. Like I mentioned, it's still the beginning of the school year. A lot of IT stuff going on. And I was like, I can power through. Well, I made it a half day and I could not power through anymore. I was like, you know what? I have all this comp time that I've built up the last couple of months. I'm just going to take a couple of hours, go home, veg out, and feel better. So I'm home. I have not been able to eat anything. I just haven't wanted to eat anything. And I'm just kind of hanging out. I laid on the bed for a while and then I was like, you know what? Let me try to film this whip and chat. So if today's whip and chat is not super long, that's why, but I wanted to make sure that I got something up. I've been doing well with making sure I'm not missing too many uploads. I know I missed one, was that last week or 2 weeks ago? I did miss one this month, but I try not to miss too many uploads. So that was kind of our week. It was a rough one. I was just really overwhelmed at work, and then I was really nervous and stressed about Steven being at work, and he was just on high alert all week, and you guys know that that's exhausting. So we were glad to see last week end, and hopefully we'll have a better week, although it's not off to a great start, is it? Steven's still dealing with that stuff at work. He has a dentist appointment today. I don't feel good, so who knows? But something good, maybe possibly, that happened this weekend is I broke my no buy. No, I know that I was so committed to getting to Black Friday without purchasing anything, but Dreamer Designs, guys, Dreamer Designs has been killing it lately, and I couldn't wait. I ended up finding a buy one get one 60% off coupon code online. I don't want to share that here, but if you're looking to make a purchase from Dreamer Designs, number one, I do have an affiliate link that you could use. But if you message me on Instagram, I'll give you the coupon code. I ended up just searching like Dreamer Design coupon codes on Google, and it worked. I was like, oh, let me try this one, and it worked. So I used it. But if you would like to know what that coupon code is, just shoot me a message on Instagram and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But I also do have an affiliate link and code in the description down below if you're interested in making a purchase. I actually just got a payout from them this morning, so some of you have been using it, so thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate when you guys use the affiliate links. They just help. They help me so much. They help the channel, and all that fun stuff. So I did purchase 2 diamond paintings. I purchased 2 Curtis Reykjaviches. The fact that they released 2 round images from Curtis in the last 2 weeks is amazing. And it wasn't the international kits, because I know that they have had some of his smaller images with the choice of round drills, but these are like 2 of their regular North America releases. One of them I did talk about in last week's video. The other one, I'm sure you guys will be able to figure out. I'm not going to put up a picture because I will be unboxing them in October. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. But one of them I will absolutely be working on. I feel so guilty because I purchased one of his damsels from Dreamer Designs last October, and I've had it on my mind to do this Halloween, like all year. And then I purchased the one that I talked about last week, which I did share, which is the, I think it's called Lady in Black. It's a damsel, one of his damsels, dressed like all in black. She has like a black headpiece and stuff. And then her white hair forms ghosts. Oh my gosh, it is so adorable. I think I'm going to bump the other Curtis that I wanted to work on and work on that one in October. For some reason, I am like obsessed with ghosts this Halloween. To be completely transparent with you guys, I'm not really the biggest Halloween person. I think it comes like, I love holidays, right? Like you'll catch me decorating, you'll catch me with like themed treats and snacks and stuff, but I think it ties into like my childhood, if I'm being honest. I don't talk about it very often, but I don't have a relationship at this point with my mother, which is very difficult. But I say this not to like solicit your opinions, like respectfully. I love you guys. I really do. I'm so grateful to all of my subscribers, but I love my mother, but we do not have a relationship. It is not a healthy relationship. She was my best friend. We did everything together, and then something happened, and unfortunately that just isn't a thing anymore. So I know that a lot of you are mothers and you may be like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine. And I totally understand where you're coming from. We were best friends, and then something that kind of, in my mind, I don't know that can ever be forgiven happened, and that's that. So my mother loves Halloween, like loves Halloween, and always dressed up. Like we always had Halloween parties, and she always had the house all decked out. And I feel like my aversion the last however many years to Halloween has kind of been because of that. So I'm not decorating for Halloween this year. I decorated for fall. I did share my my hutch in last week's video, which I'm in love with. I think it turned out so good. But I just want to put a few like little Halloween touches once we hit October. So I've been picking up a few like little ghosty decorations just to kind of like pop in with what I already have in the fall decorations. I think it'll be cute to kind of pop that in. So for some reason, ghosts this year have really been my thing. So I really, really want to work on that Curtis Reykjavich image. So spoiler alert for my October kits, I think one of them will definitely be that one. And then the other one that I bought, which you guys will see in October when I unbox these diamond paintings, she's really, really cute too. And I really want to work on her as well, but I'll probably put that one away for next year. I think next year, I know I'm really jumping the gun, but I think next year I really want to try and join the Halfway to Halloween event if it happens, because I'm building quite the Halloween stash and I really need to work on some of those diamond paintings. So yes, I did break my no-buy, but these are the first 2 kits that I have purchased since February of this year. So March, April, May, June, July, August. So 6 months without a diamond painting purchase. I'm pretty proud of that, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I am committed to getting back on track though and not purchasing until Black Friday. We'll see if I can pull that off. I'm sure we're gonna start getting some Christmas releases, so I need to try to get back on track. But I'm really excited to have these 2 new Curtises in my stash. So that's that. As far as like my plans for the rest of this month with my kits, I definitely think I'll be done with this one by the end of this week, which is like the 21st maybe. I think today's the 16th when I'm filming this. 17, 18, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, I think Saturday's the 21st. So I definitely think that I'll be done with this one by then. I'm hoping to get this row done tonight, but we'll see if I'm feeling up to that. But I'm planning to, I actually pulled these out already. I think I'm going to work on these 2 mini kits from diamondartclub. These are from Amazon. My dad got me these for Christmas last year. They were on my Christmas list. And we have Under My Umbrella and Making Friends. I think these are so cute. They're really small. They're 32.8 by 32.8 centimeters or 13 inches by 13. They're so cute and they're so tiny. I actually have them right here, so I'll show them to you. Like, look at how adorable these are. So I think that I could probably get both of these done in the month of September. So I think that's going to be my goal. I know I kind of gave up on my Chuck Pinson, and if you were looking forward to that one, I really do apologize. But I know I'm going to be moving into some really big kits. I shouldn't say really big kits, but I'm going to be moving into some bigger kits in October and November. So I want to make sure that I'm not too burnt out because I have some kits that I'm really, really looking forward to. So speaking of that, this Friday will be my Plan My Kits With Me for the last 3 months of the year. Can you guys even believe that? So we'll be planning October, November, and December. Absolutely wild. I'm very much looking forward to it. I know one of the kits that I want to work on in November, but other than that, I haven't really looked into my stash at all. So we might really be flying by the seat of my pants in that one. It might be a bit longer than the usual video is, but I'm looking forward to filming that. And then on Wednesday, I know I skipped Wednesday, sorry. On Wednesday, I will be doing my wish list Wednesday. So I'm really excited. I actually put my wish list together last night for the shop that we're going to be talking about. So I'm very much excited to share with you guys what I found. And yeah, so I think I think the next 2 videos should be very exciting. So I'm looking forward to doing that with you guys. There was something else. Oh, I think perhaps I found a way to store my finished diamond paintings. So I have kind of been in like a really big organize the house, freshen up the house type of mood, which I am not somebody who, I don't mind cleaning, right? Like I'll pick up the house, I'll do the dishes, but for me, like during the week, I just don't want to do that. I have no problem putting aside like my morning on Saturday to clean the house, run the laundry, but when I get home from work, the last thing I want to do is like keep a house. So when I'm in the mood to like completely reorganize, I want to clean out all the kitchen cupboards this weekend. I have big plans, but I've really just been wanting to freshen up the house. So I decided to do our bedroom. I got us a new set of sheets, which we have other pairs of sheets, but sometimes there's just nothing like an actual brand new set of sheets. So I got us a new set of sheets. I actually got us a new comforter, a new bed skirt. Like I'm completely redoing our bed, I guess. We're not getting a new bed, but the stuff that goes on it. So I really wanted to pull all of my diamond paintings out that I have under my mattress. I have shared this with you guys before. If you watch any of my like book, why is this lady looking at my car? Yeah, don't worry about it, lady. We had our driveway sealed, so my car is sitting in the yard instead of in the driveway, or in the garage, I should say. What was I saying? Oh, so I have I think a couple of times I have showed you how our mattress is like lopsided on one side because I keep all of my finished diamond paintings in between the mattress and the box spring. And that over time, I've completed over 150 diamond paintings at this point, I'm pretty sure. My side of the bed is like higher up than Steven's just because of the height of all of my diamond paintings. So I was like, okay, I'm buying a new bed skirt, so I'm going to have to take the mattress off anyway. Let me just see if I can find something that I can store my finished diamond paintings in. So I am going to test it out this weekend. I am very optimistic. I'm very hopeful that they'll work for me. I'm gonna have to roll them. No, I now store them flat, but I don't look at them. If I'm being completely honest with you, like once they go under the mattress, they're just there. Unless I do a video, like a themed video where I want to show you something, I don't look at them again. So I'm going to have to roll them up, but I think that that'll be fine. And I will report back. I will show you guys, maybe I'll film it as I'm doing it, so that I can talk about it with you guys. But I do get a lot of questions about, you know, how do I store my finished diamond paintings? Do I have any tips? And I always just say, I literally keep them under my bed, like under my mattress. So I will definitely report back. I'm excited. I hope it works out. But we'll see. I got a really good deal on hopefully the things that will work for me. So keep an eye out. I'll do some kind of video. It might end up being like a bonus video because I do already have the rest of this month planned out. But I could also probably push it until October because we're really right around the corner, if you guys can believe that. So yeah, keep an eye out. I will update you guys. And I will probably film some of the process just so I can kind of talk it through with you guys. So I think that that's probably going to be it. I'm really sorry for the shorter whip and chat, but I just, like I said, I wanted to make sure that I got something up for you guys. I don't think there was anything else that I needed to talk to you all about. I shared the schedule for the rest of the week. So I think we're good. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's whip and chat. I'm sorry if it was a little like sporadic, but yeah, you guys already know. I already told you I don't feel good, so it is what it is. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that everybody's off to a great start to their week. I'm counting down the days until the weekend. I've decided to stay home this weekend so I could do some of my organizing things. So hopefully I can get ahead and pre-film during the week and this weekend, and then we'll be good to go. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys, actually, wait, it's Tuesday, isn't it? I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video, which will be, what did I say it would be? Wishlist Wednesday. So I hope to see you guys then. Bye.